I am back with another World Coin video, and these are going to be coins that I bought from one dealer at a recent coin show that I went to in Tennessee. This dealer always shows up at Knoxville. He specializes in tokens and world coins. And when I go to his booth, I always find some carded world coins that I like to get, but I also find some 6 for $1 world coins. And so I have sorted this video by the coins by how much I paid for them. And so we're going to get to the carded coins last, where I have them ranked by cost, but we're going to start with all these 6 for $1 coins. I got $2 worth of these coins, and we are going to start with the one from Egypt. So we've got $2 worth of these 6 for $1 coins. This one is from Egypt during the days of King Farouk, who ruled from 1936 to 1952. This is a bronze coin. This one's going to be a 10 millimes from our calendar, 1943. Their calendar is 1362 and has a catalog number of KM 361. And this one, if you can find these in decent condition, they have a little bit of a value. That one's worth 75 cents. Next, we have a coin from Indonesia, and in retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have picked this one up because it is a little bit on the messed up side. I don't know what that kind of gross stuff is on it, but it's dated 2003. A lot of people complain that the 3 looks like an 8 on the date, but it really is 2003. It's a 1-year coin. This one is a 200 rupiah coin made out of aluminum. Catalog number is KM72, and the animal here is called a Balinese starling. So there was a time that people didn't mind throwing in these 40% silver Sweden coins in with a lots like this because they didn't have much value. But when you're getting to $30 an ounce silver, it might begin to the point where you can't really overlook these anymore. This is average silver weights on one of these is going to be 0.0298. Now, I usually find the 10 ores more often, but these 25 ores are, of course, a little bit bigger. And so that's going to get you about 90 cents of silver at $30 an ounce. And so for 6 for $1 lot, I found 2 of them. So I'm going to keep picking those up every time I can get them for a quarter or less. Next, we're going to get a coin from Iran, and I got this one because I don't see them very often. As it turns out, from another dealer on the same day, I got the same coin uncirculated. So maybe I didn't need it, but this one is a, this one's going to be the 50. I think they're using the reals at the time. And let's see, do I have my coins out of order? Yes, I do. This is what I'm looking for. This is the coin from Iran that I'm looking for. This one is a 5 reals. And so if you haven't seen it before, the way they draw the 5 in most Arabic countries looks like a 0 or a raindrop. But here in Iran, using their system, it's almost looks like an upside down heart. The year is pretty well worn at the very bottom. But that is 1333 on their calendar, which is also different than most of the Arabic calendar countries use. So that translates to our calendar of 1954. This comes during the reign of Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi. It's catalog KM 1159. We're going to move to a coin from Spain. During an era where almost all of their coins were commemoratives, this comes from a time where Spain was featuring a coin series of the autonomous countries of Spain, or autonomous regions within Spain. So this one is an area called Ceuta. And on this side, it features the walls of Ceuta. And I would have pronounced that Ceuta, but I decided to look it up, so I believe it's pronounced Ceuta. This side features the patron saint of Ceuta. We've got some religious symbolism here, has the kind of the halo look around the head on here. Also called the patron saint of Africa, as Ceuta is actually one of the parts of Spain that is somewhere else. It's across the Mediterranean. It actually is an extension off of Morocco. So a little peninsula off of Morocco. Not a very large area. This one is KM 990. But another 25 pesetas. It goes back 6 years earlier to 1992. We have this one from Seville. This is a place called the Torre del Oro, and highlights the Seville Expo of 1992. And I like the sphere that appears on here. This is called the bioclimactic sphere, and I need to look up more about what that is. Catalog number KM 905. Now we'll go to this coin. This one is the Iraq coin, featuring the 3 palm trees. This one is from 1972, and it's KM 128. This one is a 50 fils, and this is the one that I meant to say earlier is the one where I found some uncirculated versions of that one. KM 128. Next we'll go to Croatia, on a coin that features a nightingale from 1995. It has a little bit of its original shine left on it. This one's going to be a 1 kuna. And if you see Republika Hrvatska, that is Croatia. Next we'll move to a coin from Jordan. This features Abdullah II. This coin is a copper-plated steel coin. As we look at the value on the back, it's going to be 1 kirsch. With the date of our calendar, 2009, their calendar is 1430. Catalog number is KM 781. We'll move to Guatemala on a 5 centavos. Turns out I didn't have this one because they have made a lot of subtle variations on catalog number 276. This is a coin that was made in from at least 40 years, I believe, so that's why there are several variations. This is the non-magnetic version, which they made until 2010. This one was specifically in 2008. So this is version 276.6, and so some of the variations that you'll find over the years, this is the large letter version, the no dots around the date, and there are also several different tree variations. We'll move to a coin from Denmark. This one is a 5 kroner coin from 1961. It is copper nickel, so this is their first non-silver 5 kroner coin, featuring Frederick IX, King of Denmark. Catalog number on this one is 853.1, and out of all these 6 for $1 coins, this one has the best book value at $1.75. So if you add up those 12 coins, the book value and everything, there was $7.85. He did have a 50 cents each bin. He doesn't always have that, but I picked up this coin from Austria that I don't find very often. This one is from 1918. In fact, I didn't recognize it. Turns out I did have it. This one is a 2 Heller coin, and these were only made from 1916 to 18, so it's also made out of iron. So it's probably good that I found one that wasn't rusty on here. But on the back here we have the typical Austrian look of the two-headed eagle with a crown. In the catalog, KM 2824. Now we're going to move to the carded coins where we have some individually priced things. I did end up, he has some pretty good prices on things usually, so he does not give discounts. So I pretty much did pay everything that you see written on here. Now we're going to start with this one from Finland. He is good about putting all the relevant details on here, so it is KM46A, and the A means this was made out of aluminum. I almost always find the aluminum bronze version of this coin, which was made from 1963 to 82. But it was made aluminum from 83 to 90, and so I didn't even remember having this one. So he mentioned here mint mark of N, so that is not actually a mint mark, but a mint master initial, a 10 pennia. Next we have a coin from Bailiwick of Jersey. So when Britain had the half penny, or the half new penny, so did a lot of their dependencies, like this one from Jersey. So we have the three lion look on here. The new was dropped off after 1980, so after that point, the half penny didn't last very long, but I think it said 1/2 penny instead of half new penny after that point. And there's Queen Elizabeth II. Unfortunately, a little bit of spots on this side, so I can't say that it's a perfect coin, but not one you see very often. Next, we'll move to a coin from India. Catalog KM 13.6. It is aluminum. 1975, and there is a star for their mint mark, and so he wrote H for Hyderabad on here. That's what the star means. 2 pice. So there are a lot of variations on this one. It's going to be the largest 2 variations, so I think it's 11 millimeters. There's a 10 millimeter and a 10.5 millimeter version of the number 2 out there, but it's also obverse number 2. So there's different variations to the way they made the 3-headed lion pedestal over the years. We're going to move to Zambia with this 5 degree. The flower featured here is a morning glory. And this particular coin was made from 1968 to 1987. This one is 1978. It is a copper nickel. Catalog KM11. $2 million minute. Next, we've got a coin from Bhutan. And the value here is a 25 chetrums. Every time I looked, I was spelling it chertums, but no, it's chetrums. So we've got a couple of fish on here. That is the Buddhist symbolism of the golden fishes of good fortune. Catalog number is KM 40.2, and so that means that the first version of this coin actually had a, I guess you'd call it a typo. The symbol here on the far left, the accent on it wasn't drawn right, and so they had to correct that the first year that they made these. But this is the more common corrected version. We're going to move to a coin from the Maldives. Got a date of 1960 on this one. The currency is called a 1 lari, made out of bronze, KM 43. So on some newer coins from Maldives, they feature different animals. So Eventually, the one lari is going to feature a palm tree, but during this era of their coins, they all had the symbolism with the crescent moon and star with a couple of flags and the palm tree in the background. And there we have just a plain one for their one lari. It was only made out of bronze for 1 year, then it was made out of aluminum from 70 to 79, then they changed it to the palm tree design in 1981. Next is a coin from Madagascar when it was I guess that's pronounced the Malagasy Republic. So it was at one point controlled by the French, so they had a franc as their currency. We've got the longhorn on here with the background. 1966, 1 franc. The SS means that it is stainless steel, and its catalog number CAM8. Here's where it says the Malagasy. So the Malagasy coins were made from 1965 to 1989, and I did notice that the coins were still minted in Paris because it has some Parisian privy marks on either side right there. Next we have a coin from Slovakia. This is a 5 koruna from 1993, KM14. Very soon after Czech and Slovakia split up. And on this side of the coin, they have a throwback design to an ancient coin. And so that's what that biotech is. It represents an old coin. So we have, I guess, a soldier riding a horse on the coin within a coin. And this is the reverse on pretty much all Slovakian coins these days. They pay 85 cents, but pretty common, 36 million minted. We're going to move to a coin from Estonia. And I picked this one up because I didn't remember having a nickel-plated steel coin of any kind from Estonia. I usually think of theirs as being copper-looking. This one is the 20 centi from 2003. And all the Estonian coins have this the 3-lion design, splitting the date on the back. So that's catalog CAM23A. So it was nickel-plated steel in the A version from 1997 to 2008, but before that it was aluminum bronze from 1992 to 1996. Then here's where it says that it is 20 centi. Now Estonia, they spell their country Eesti, E-E-S-T-I. We've got another coin from India. This one is a 5 paisa. It's an FAO coin. It notes on here that it's a single-year issue. It's got a diamond under the date of 1976, which means it was in Bombay. Catalog KM19. And let's take a closer look here. So it looks like we've got a tractor in a field or something like that. So this comes from a time where they released FAO coins 3 years in a row. So this was the first one that they made in 1976. Then the other side we see it's a 5 paisa. Got another coin from Bhutan. This one is from, doesn't have a date that we can read, but it's 1975. It's aluminum. It's a 10 chetrams. KM43. So another FAO coin. This one features International Women's Year. So this has two things going on at once. FAO and International Women's Year. So neat look on that one. Next coin's going to be from Malawi. This is a plated steel coin from 2012. It's a 1 kwacha. We've got an eagle in flight on here. So far, this has only been made the year 2012. And here is the coat of arms that we have on all the coins from Malawi, featuring lions in different places. This one's KM 212. We're going to move to a coin from Taiwan. It's a 50 yuan. Made of nickel brass from 1992. I'm surprised I've never seen this one before. The catalog is Y554. This was only made for a couple of years, 1992 and 93. Then starting in 1996, they replaced it with a larger bimetallic design. But I think that has a neat look depending on where you hold the light on it. Next is going to be an FAO coin from Lebanon. And this is another one that I'd never seen before. And their currency is the livre. Got different fruit on here, of course, grapes, the most prominent. Things that, if they're in America, I would say they look like oranges and apples, but I'm not sure what fruit they would be having in addition to grapes. Is a 1-year coin from 1968. It's catalog KM 29. $300,000 of these, so this was getting to be a rarer coin. There we see the date of 1968. But it has 1968 written in both our number system and their number system. And then, like a lot of Lebanon coins, it has a tree, a cedar Lebanon on it, which I like the look of those, especially on this larger coin. That one looks really nice. Next we have a circulating bimetallic coin from Armenia. From 2003, it's a 500 dram. Their currency is the dram. Catalog KM 97. So their coat of arms has an eagle and a lion holding a shield. So they use a language that is not Cyrillic, but I don't know if I've seen it on any other currency. And so essentially the translation of the words around it is Central Bank of the Republic of Armenia. On the back it has 500 with a bunch of diagonal lines on it. So that's how you say spell dram in Armenian. Almost makes me think of a sunflower when I see this side. So these were minted at the Warsaw Mint in Poland. Next we're getting to a crown-sized coin from the Falkland Islands. So it's crown-sized, but it's actually a 50 pence there. And so this is someone who didn't know how to make get the coin fit in the flip just right. So I might have to go back in and take it out of this and put it in another one. But this is a coin from 1980. Probably meant to not circulate, probably just meant to be a commemorative coin. It's KM15, copper nickel. There is a silver version of this coin. And it features the Queen Mother. The coin was made in 1980, but she was still alive at that point. In fact, I think she made it another 20 years or so after this, but This whole time, I just recently learned that, I knew her as the mother of Queen Elizabeth. It never caught on. I never realized for the longest time that she was the wife of George VI, and so I felt like an idiot for just now figuring that out. It should have made perfect sense that that would have been the case. But I really like that design. Then we have the design of Queen Elizabeth that we recognize from that time. So really happy to pick that one up. Our last coin today is going to be this one from the country then was known as Muscat and Oman. So, not sure what that means. The Falkland Turkey Imam of Muscat and Oman. I believe this has nothing to do with the country Turkey, I don't think, but I believe that was the name of the ruler. So, Imam Turkey was his name. This is a quarter Anna coin. They wrote no date on here, but I was able to figure it out. It is a quarter Anna. And so the catalog says made in copper or brass. And of course, this coin is over 100 years old, so it's kind of changed colors. But the catalog actually writes made of copper or brass. So I wonder if it's kind of both metals were mixed together. It's KM 3.1. And the catalog also noted that since there are two different versions of this coin, this is the more refined version. There is another cruder version where the details are not as sharp. The easiest way to look is to look at the date written on here. So earlier I was saying that most people write their 5 like a raindrop, although in what we saw from Iran earlier, it looked like an upside down heart. This one's kind of in the middle where it almost looks like a triangle. So that's not how they usually wrote their zeros, but that's kind of more of a stylized look of it. So that is the 0.1 version of this coin. The 0.2 version of the coin is, which is more crude, is almost more squarish, or more diamond shape, I should say, instead of being flat as it runs across the bottom. Then this side is in Arabic, and I can't read it. But there were 19 million of these, and I did pay $4 for it. So if you add up everything that I bought in this video, the catalog does say that at extra fine, it would have a value of $4. I'm not sure if that one quite made it to extra fine, but he's usually pretty accurate on his grading, I would say. So in total, for everything in this video, I paid $24.25. $24.25. All right, I'll catch you in the next video where I'll have some other coins that I picked up from this same show. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.